Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's 2:25 here in sunny Notting Hill for once in West London on the 28th of October. As you can see, an awful lot of red around, so markets have fallen and fallen very hard, being attributed to the virus and the effect of the virus on earnings. That's VectorVest US running, and as you can see, 80% of the shares have fallen, and the Dow is now down. The S&P is now down 91 points. The Dow down 731 points. All of the market timing systems on VectorVest are down. I think we certainly the longest term one, a confirmed call, has been down for the last 3 days. Not a day, folks, to be buying any stocks in both the UK and in the USA. A day to, in fact, be watching stop losses very carefully indeed. A day to be raising cash on those shares that haven't performed in this last upswing. I've in fact cut all my US spread bets apart from one on the GDX, which is just about hanging in there, and I suppose if I had any wit I would cut it as well. As I've long said, there's very little diversification between the stock market and the gold market, and I've tested this back over 100 years worth of data, and invariably many people will say that this gold is a great hedge against the stock market. I don't think it is, because today, for example, as the stock market broke down, the gold price has broken down. It was actually quite resilient on Friday, but today the gold price well below that $1,900 watermark of theirs, so, and could easily be heading for 1825. So if I have a look at the 24-hour market, that's where we are in the 24-hour market, folks, and it's falling like a stone. I think the next support level will be the 78% level of the push-up, and as I've always said, markets fall much quicker than they rise. So this level, the next level of support is at 3283, and if that doesn't hold, then we're going to head back down to about 3,200. Not a time to be doing anything. It's this momentum of a move down is going to take quite a few days to actually let the dust settle. So absolutely nothing to be done unless you're short of the market. I took a sneaky little short just here. That was the open. Most of the most of the fall happened while America was sleeping in the futures market, but that's the opening 5-minute bar, and then it broke that low and momentum was positive to the downside, so I shorted it just about there, and I've taken a few ticks. A very small bet, and certainly the stop loss on that is at entry at the minute. So nothing much to do there at all. So if you look at the UK, well, the UK, we got a confirmed down last night. That's the first confirmed down since the 27th of April. That signal needs to be taken very seriously. So certainly in the UK, we've got a confirmed down, the DEW is down, and all the shorter term measures of the trend on VectorVest are down. I'm still holding all of my positions, folks, and I put them into a watch list here, and that watch list should have been sorted by RT, and the ones that are giving me most grief are at the bottom. I'm going to be really upset to have to get rid of Cranswick, but these weaker ones will have to go, I think. So I haven't done anything yet, and if I see some red here, in other words these holes turn to sell, then I'm going to be picking away and getting rid of these laggards at the bottom. Cranswick's a particularly painful one because it was over 40 at one stage. I'm going to be getting rid of it at 33, but as I always say, all end badly. Plus 500 has in fact lived up to its reputation and kept me humble, because as you know the share took a smack yesterday. I didn't think the news was that bad, but nevertheless it took a smack. Those of you that are holding CAS, there was a deal in CAS, and I see CAS is up 10 or 15% this morning. So my strategy, folks, we've got to confirm down. I'm going to hold shares as long as they're on a buy recommendation, and as long as they keep their head above the VectorVest stop loss on a closing basis. and going to raise cash in those ones that certainly moved to a sell, and those ones that have been underperforming at the bottom here. Halma's at the bottom, but it's done really well for me. So, but Cranswick is at the bottom, and Cranswick probably will be the first one to go. So always easy to do these things when the market is steaming up. Everybody's happy, but today is a day where we need to lock away some money and put some cash in the bank, so we've got some money to trade in the next upswing, which will come as sure as day follows night. So market's heading down, I think, to that 3283 level on the S&P, and we'll see what happens down here. Okay, thanks very much.